again. Time to slowly, painfully ease yourself back into consciousness.
Wake up! Wake up! My show is on! Fuck. Improv! Am I balding? Videodrome. Let me tell you.
The battle for the mind of North America will be fought in the video arena. The Videodrome. The television screen is the retina of the mind's eye. Therefore, the television screen is part of the physical structure of the brain. Therefore, whatever appears on the television screen emerges as raw experience for those who watch it. Therefore, television is reality, and reality is less than television.
We're at a gathering, a party, whatever you want to say. Oh yeah, that's just my bud. He don't talk much, but talking about this movie. Okay, that's the scene. That's what this is. That's what this interaction is. I've been really struggling with the presentation of how to do this. I'm not an analytical dude. I'm kind of an idiot, so we're doing it in a stupid way. Now, I have to put a disclaimer here. We're getting into spoiler territory for a movie that came out in 1984. If that's a problem, go watch the damn movie. And for God's sake, come back here. Now, I'm going to make a very disturbing claim tonight. It might scare you. It might even make you want to die. Welcome to the Videodrome problem. Videodrome. Let's start from the top. I wanted to sit down, you know?
Civic TV, the one you take to bed with you.
He's on he runs a degenerate broadcast full of its viewership being that of degenerates. Let's start from the top. Wake up. Wake up. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be, I don't know if radical's the right word, but it's going to be, you're about to experience a series of hallucinations that will blur the lines between known and unknown reality. Everything you have ever seen will impact you in a way, I don't know. I hope you bear with me. I hope people watch this. Starts pretty simply. You know, introduction to the world, to the sort of aesthetic of the film. Max's character is perfectly illustrated right there with whatever he just took. Making a purchase to get some pornography. Japanese porn. You know, it's not really Japanese porn, but you know, it's basically that for what his intent and purposes are. Straight to business.
Hey, Harlan, huh?
Oh, okay. Here we go. We'll come through on that.
That was really weird. Why did you turn around and do that? That was Videodrome. Torture. You know, he sees it for the first time, basically says, give me more of that. Then it sort of goes on the path of, I don't know, you can take it in the filthy way, you can take it in the just content way, like of needing escalating tensions to go as whatever progresses, you know? You can take whatever way you like, kind of in a erotic sense in this movie, but it's true in all regards. I had to add this in the future just to be like, just to say more, because I don't really get any points across in the first like 6 minutes. So I thought I'd add this in just to add something of a communication rather than like, I don't know, you know? Anyway, yeah. Touch grass, loser. I don't think I will. But, you know, chain smoke 50 cigarettes a day. By this point, literally just the scene we just saw, Max is absolutely goddamn hooked by the nuts and needs to see as many torture as he can. This is where he meets a woman, I guess, you know, an object of lust, yeah. And she introduces him to the world of kink sex. So, yeah, there's that. They like put bobby pins through their ears and pierce their neck and stuff. It's a bit strange, but people get piercings, you know. But it's just it's strange. Brian Oblivion, fuck that guy. I think we've found the purpose. We've found the intention with this. It's we're hanging out, right? You know, we're hanging out. I'm telling you about this movie I like, and yeah, it's a good movie. So it might be a good starting point, but there's lots of movies I could. Videodrome is a classic example. We're not going to make this video too long, so I'm just going to summarize the movie right now. A classic example of too much of a good thing. Okay. Whatever. A brain tumor. Okay. We're like 6 minutes in. I don't know, really. But let's get to a point. A point at least. There's several points, but, you know.
Max, it's that time again.
I just had a shower. Actually, no, I just came in from the rain. It's really coming down out there, huh? It's nothing warm in here, though. I've really been blasé with what I've shown and what I've explained about the movie, but at this point, who cares, you know? Let's just say what we want to say. So it does a good way of sort of depicting the allure of media, you know? You see one thing, then you need to see something that raises the stakes, and something that raises the stakes again, and sort of progress down that line. And it takes a very sinister approach of that sort of lens, you know, even still. This movie, layered with thematic depth and commentary on just media in general and the way it infects the viewer, and the relationship between the viewer and the media. But, totally diddly doodly, let me stop you right there. When I first watched this movie, I was drawing all the comparisons to the way it makes everything feel so erotic and sort of forbidden and taboo, I think. You know, the romances between the lady, like, my sort of experience and everything watching it was kind of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, is this dude a good guy? Is he kind of a bad guy? And that's kind of the point. He's complex. Well, not really. He's kind of surface level, when we're being honest, but he's like, is enigmatic the right word? It's what came to me. But it was very erotic. Taboo because it's erotic, and should it be erotic? You know? That was like, well, this is weird. Why is it like taking a erotic lens to violence and all these different things? And that's when he's introduced to like kink sex, BDSM, with that lady. Allow me to step in again and cut him off. Now, I went to film school. I did not finish it. I did not last long. I went insane. But the filmmaking, the techniques, whatever it is, the lighting, specifically the lighting in this scene, they're naked, so I can't actually show it. I might be able to show it, but I don't know. They're spooning, poking each other with like safety pins or whatever they are. Balls on the end, pin, you know? And they're being all romantic. But it's got like an underlying theme of like it makes you uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's supposed to be this romantic, erotic sort of thing. But I guess I don't really know what kinks and fetishes were like back then, so everything would have seemed a bit, ooh, you know? So it kind of takes that sort of overall vibe. It was detaching me from the situation of like, man, can't even go into this. I'm not sure where I keep getting the idea that it's supposed to be romantic and erotic rather than just merely an uncomfortable situation. But it does feel somewhat erotic. Not that it turns me on, but it's like this, they're fucking naked, you know? Whatever. They're having a sexual experience, so it's overall a sexual experience. So you're going to be like, okay, but it's a very strange one, right? I don't know. And just a bit of glazing for a second. Cronenberg makes this scene done very well, because Starts over like on the other side of the room, slowly pans in, you know? Comes up to them. They're in a very vulnerable situation. You're like, oh, I shouldn't be seeing this. I've just walked in on these fellas. What are they doing? It's all red lit, you know, like lit from the back, and like the TV's on. They're spinning on the ground. What are they doing? What are they doing? I shouldn't be looking at this. I'm getting closer. What are they? Oh, he's stabbing her. Oh, okay. Yeah, I definitely shouldn't. I shouldn't be watching this. And you kind of feel that same experience. That's what I mean. It feels like you're watching something. It's done very well to the fact that it makes you feel like you shouldn't be watching what is happening. It's not none of your business, you know? That's what I felt like watching that. And I'm a cuck. Thinking, I don't really know how to analyze it or wrap my head around it or what he's trying to say with it. Like, what is the point of what he's doing? He's just showing two people, like, exploring themselves, I guess. Oh, I remember Videodrome is on in the background and the lighting of Videodrome, so it's like, oh, they're kind of like recreating a Videodrome-esque thing, which is real people getting tortured. They don't know that, but it's like, that's what kind of gives it that, like, out-of-body experience, like, oh, this is a bit strange. I'm not a prude or anything, far from it, but, like, I get uncomfortable. Yeah, I get very uncomfortable. Even when I'm at my most comfortablest. I could never be more uncomfortable. Anyway, I think that was somewhat analytical. Can't show any of the clips because they're naked, but I'll do like snippets. Pornography, which is basically what his channel broadcasts. He's raising the bar, raising and heightening the overall experience and everything until he's led to snuff. No, let me stop you right there. I'm pretty sure we've seen just about the same amount of the movie. So, you know what? Yeah, I guess you have a good point. Look, I'm gonna pop it on and have an opinion. And then I'll be right back to show you who the fuck is boss. Does this work? Does this work? No.
What do you think? Can we get away with it? Do we want to get away with it?
They've Oriental sex is a natural. I think it'll get us an audience we've never had before.
I don't like it. Not tacky enough.
Not taking it for what?
Tacky enough to turn me on. Too much class, bad for sex.
Maybe. I don't know. Soft. Something too soft about it. I'm looking for something that'll break through, you know, something tough.
Something that will break through. Something that's tough. Something that will break through. Something that's tough. I think the reason I'm struggling to make this is because it's all so obvious. Like, it's not really... Like, this feels like a topic we've been having discussions for like the entirety of the past decade, at least, you know? We're finally getting some sort of movement in the conversation, I guess. But overall, right here, you and I, we're not covering any new ground. We're just looking at how they predicted the exact situation we'd find ourselves in however many years ago, you know? However many years I put in the title. It's crass, it's crude, Videodrome is in our minds, it's in our phones, and it's changing our reality. If not, it's already changed it. Kind of being vague on purpose here. Let me stop myself right here. Let me lean right in, let me come say hello. Okay, I said this in one of the videos I recorded for this, you know, I don't know which one, I don't know if it was last week, if it was this week, I don't even know if this is happening right now. Videodrome, my point is, Videodrome is real, and it is existing very prominently in today's world. It exists in the internet, in the algorithm, in every single social media platform or platform in general that you spend your time on. If there's an algorithm, it's there. And we've all got the tumor, we all have the hallucinations, and we're all an agent for Videodrome in our own right. We all have our perspectives, we all have our channels we watch, you know, our civic TVs, whether we're against the crazy out there stuff or we're for it, whatever we're into, that's what we fight for, you know? We're an agent for our own Videodrome. It's grown so large, it controls every little pocket of the world, and the people that run Videodrome, they're the ones controlling us. Holy shit. Oh. But what am I saying? I haven't done any research. I don't even know Cronenberg's primary goal with this movie. I haven't seen a single video about it. I think I googled it when I watched it, but I don't remember that then, that now. But basically, what happens when media stops reflecting reality and then reality starts reflecting media? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2026. Welcome to Videodrome. We're all here, and it ain't just North America. It's the whole damn world that it is relevant to, you know. Okay. Did I cook? I don't think so. Because I feel too stupid when I say obvious sort of elements that the movie's discussing, but, you know. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm saying. And, I don't know, is it really even that crazy? Have we even said anything of value? No, but, you know, I'm having fun. I'm just talking, you know, just rambling. Just want to make a video, really. And I'd rather make my own parody of Videodrome, actually. Okay, bro, congratulations. You said a whole lot of nothing. Both of us are not intelligent enough to formulate a concise and educated opinion on this because we can't be fucked researching anything, and we can't be fucked. Well, we simply can't deliver lines effectively ever when we're reading a script. We can only improvise and just go off the fly, you know? The point isn't what we say, the message. And I'm sure if anybody's seen it this long, they're intelligent enough to pick up what we're putting down, you know, the style of editing, the nature of which we're doing this. I'm sure they can figure it out. Attention, hello, attention, attention, escalating tension. What the hell? Let me just put up some more little throw out dot points. Unhealthy obsession with virtual women, which you create an idealized version of and put on the pedestal and make out with the TV screen going inside it, you know, like escalating tensions, escalating sort of new heights, hellraisers. We have such sights to sell you, you know. There's an infinite amount of pleasures and horrors that the world and Videodrome aims to show us. But it's up to us whether or not we pull that gun out of our chest and become an agent for Videodrome. It's up to us what we let... Holy shit, I keep throwing my smokes. It's up to us what we let govern and control us. Not the corpos that run Videodrome, but the viewers that live and breathe Videodrome. That live and breathe that tumour in their head that causes them to hallucinate and alter reality around them. Videodrome just gave us the power to do it. Now it's up to us to build the world we want. Chainsaw Man, it's up to us to chase our dreams and do it all. We can't erase concepts, no, but we sure as hell can try. Okay, that was out of left field and completely irrelevant, but we did it. Hello, 15-minute video, hello. I wanted to be critical. I wanted to be analytical. I couldn't write the script because when I was reading it, it just did not sound right at all. Kept thinking of Danny Boyd's video essays, Cinema Sticks, you know, I think that's his channel, but hello, I'm Danny Boyd, and, you know, love that guy. But yeah, so I just decided, you know what, just ramble, just be insane. Because you're insane. You're literally insane. Also, I'm being quite insane in the video with what I said towards the end, but really, the point is what I said just before. It's up to us what we care about, what we... It's not about erasing. It's not about the hallucinations, the momentary pleasures. It's about building a better future. Is that beautiful? Is that really beautiful?
We are taught from the moment we are put into this world that it was built on the death and destruction of others' ideals.
Well, damn.
I wasn't fucking done.